If you want it, go and get it, nigga. Stop waiting on niggas to get it for you. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Go and get it. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Go and get it. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Go and get it. If you want it, then you gotta go and get it. Gotta get it. If the money's right there, you gotta get it. Gotta get it. You see the plug right there, you gotta get it. Gotta get it. You see your dream right there, you gotta get it. Gotta get it. My whole team right here, you know we.
Yo,
What's
up,
what's
my
good?
nigga? You already know it's your boy Shineboy Double. What's poppin', bro?
Yeah,
We up here in Neva's Glam Bar.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
this is Geneva's. Welcome to the joint. You heard?
Yeah.
Facts. All kinds of shit going on. Good
Okay,
shit.
okay. So this is the famous shop right here.
The
Capitol
owner just
Boulevard.
walked in.
Okay. What's up? How you doing?
How you doing?
All right. Yeah.
Check it out.
Okay. Oh, we got the bar over here too. What up, y'all? It's your boy Q Life, street guy turned positive. Grind time, no demon time. You already know my slogan. It's PBN Network where positive beats negative. Shout out to my brother, Mo Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know his slogan. Yeah. We'll get into this interview today. We have a legend. In my eyes, this guy's a legend in the streets of New York to North Carolina, doing big things, man. This is my brother, Shineboy Double.
Yo.
What up, man? What's
Us,
going
bro.
on with you, man?
Love you, King. You already
Love
know.
you too, man. Love you
I'm
too,
here,
man.
I'm
What's
here.
going on? I see you got a cup in your hand. Where's my cup at?
Behind you,
Okay.
bro. You know,
it's
they
right
got-
there.
they got us
Okay,
right
okay.
early.
Yeah.
Salute.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to
Yes,
Mo
sir.
Knowledge. Big salute, homie. You already.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the brothers, man. All my peoples, man. Y'all know who y'all are, man. I want to start this off by asking you this. How you feeling? What state of mind are you in right now, man? How you feeling, and how's the family and the kids doing?
My family is good. My mom's is still here. God bless my pops. You
Okay.
already know. Mom Duke's dealing with what she dealing with. You feel me? Like where I'm at right now mentally. Real niggas go through real shit. Fake niggas try to hide shit. I ain't got shit to hide. You heard?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, we used to hide a lot of things because we were afraid of what people might think because we men. You know what I'm saying? But in this day of time, man, I feel like the real is coming out. You know, being real is coming. It
Yes.
never left. It
Facts.
never left. But you got a lot of suckers going on.
So select a few
Right,
that's
right,
real, that's
definitely,
still here, man.
Definitely.
You know?
But I want to get into this, man. When I first met you, years ago, you was out here. You're from New York, but I met you out here in North Carolina, in
Facts.
Raleigh.
Facts.
And you were doing a lot of things.
Right.
You, your brother Boosie,
Right.
shout out to Boosie.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Debo's out here.
Salute.
This is what I want to ask you though.
Yes, sir.
I heard a lot. Like when I first met you, a lot of things going on. You was in the parties, you was performing, you was doing your thing out here, man. And you had a reputation in New York. You grew up in Harlem.
Yes.
What was that like growing up in Harlem? And then we're gonna get back to coming to North Carolina. But
Yes.
you grew up in Harlem, if I'm not mistaken, in Alpo's building or something like that, right? Or
No, it was AZ.
AZ's building.
Yes, the real AZ. He was
Okay.
on the first floor. We lived on the fifth floor.
Okay.
Facts. You can slash my life because we always was coming to the South. You know what I mean? Like, Mom Dukes, Pop Dukes is from the South. So all
Right.
our family was down here. Plus, we had a lot of family in New York because I got a big family.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say slash my life. Everybody ain't have that. I had my best years in New York, growing up as a young man, growing into a man,
Okay.
you know? But we always was coming down to the South to see the family.
So at what age, how old were you when those things were going on in Harlem with the Alpo and the AZ thing and all of that? How old were you growing up in that era?
What niggas gotta understand is I grew up in that shit from a young boy riding big wheels.
Oh, wow.
Me and AZ brother was best friends.
Okay.
So we grew up with the big wheels, the pedal bikes, to scooters, to dirt bikes, to grown men. So I was through all of that shit. I was raised up in all of that. All of these niggas that talk about that in their raps,
Right. You was around that.
It's a lot of niggas that got rich, and my block didn't get rich off of that, off of our story. And just cause that's a story, paid in full and all that, that's his story.
Right.
But understanding we grew up right under that shit.
So there were a lot of things. Basically, what you're saying is that was his story. It wasn't a lie, but there was a lot of other things too. There was a lot of other things that was going on that wasn't in the story or in the movie that you know about.
Nah, what I'm saying, yeah, that's a fact too.
Okay.
That's a big fact. They had to take a lot of shit out the movie because it
Okay.
would have hurt
Right,
a lot
right,
of families.
right.
You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? That man wanted to tell the truth. The whole script was called Trap before it became Paid in Full.
Okay.
It was Trap. I seen that man writing that shit on the stoop. I was still in New York. My mom's in the move down here. I tried it. I couldn't take it. I was still young in my teens. All my friends was up top. I went back up top. I still had all of that life. I'm a tunnel baby. The tunnel, all them clubs and shit.
Yeah.
Club SO.
Yes,
There's so
yes.
many
When I
different
came home-
clubs. Speed.
Yeah,
all
when I
that
came
shit.
home from prison,
Yeah.
Speed, Tunnel, all that was
Right.
popping, and that's the first time I saw Debo when he was home and I came home
Right.
at Speed. We was on the line for Speed, and I think that was the day that either MOP was there or Dipset, and we was on stage with them and all of that.
Right.
Speaking of that too, man, like you know a lot of people, man. You're connected with a lot of people. And I started realizing that when Black Ties was open,
Yeah.
and I came down to North Carolina, and when I met you, you had even me as performing at Black Ties and things like that. We was in there. It was crazy. I remember opening up for the GS Boys or something
Yeah,
like that.
right.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. How do you build your relationship? Because you have a lot of relationships with a lot of people in the industry. I want to know what it takes and how do you build your relationship with them, and they respect you. They seem to respect you out here.
I was just a quiet nigga always in the back. You know what I'm saying? So niggas, that energy got pulled to me. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is just like anybody that came down from up top. Just like Chris, God, you know, my nigga Chris. That's my big bro. That's Lil Kim's brother.
Okay.
So just like when he came down here, he had a big ass Queen Bee piece on his neck.
I remember that.
And I'm like, yo, bro, like, you good? Shooting a video. I think Miss Tish was shooting the video at the time. And he had that chain on his neck. I'm like, yo, my nigga, shit goes down here.
Right,
like, it, you know. He like, nah, I'm good, son. I had a big ass 357 on me. And I was in Tex Club with it. Tish was doing her video. That's the day that I met Chris. So, like, my energy brings them type of people to me to start fucking with me. Like, I fuck with this nigga here, man.
So how did you wind up meeting Little Kim? Through that situation right there? Through Chris?
Yeah, like her brother Chris. Like, she never knew
So you met Chris first?
Yeah, she never knew I rapped or none of that shit. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, when she was coming down, I was always in the background.
Okay.
I was always in the background, like I said, always had that thing on me.
Right.
So, if anything, it's like, yo, that's your sister, that's my sister.
Okay.
I get the phone calls like, yo, sis in town, pull up. I want you there.
Right.
This is Chris, I want you there.
So they respected that, and then she started. This was the time when Little Kim actually she got locked up first, and then she stopped Junior Mafia and started IRS, right?
Lil' Kim just came home.
Wow.
She just came home. She wasn't fucking with none of the Little Caesars and all of that at the time. Whatever they was going through, whatever she was thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad they back together or whatever, but she started IRS up top. Whatever was going on up top with the IRS, that was their thing. We started IRS South down here.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
That was like, yo, I want you to be IRS South.
Wow.
And this is Lil' Kim.
That's a beautiful
Feel
thing.
me?
That's a beautiful
She
thing.
didn't know I rap or none of that shit. I wasn't one of them niggas like, yo, I rap as soon as I get around.
So basically, you was just really, showing love, holding it
yeah, I
down,
was
building a
chilling.
relationship. You
I
wasn't
was-
on no, a lot of these dudes out here, they be acting, they act like groupies and, I spit and I want you to put me on. You ain't do none of that. You ain't asked for nothing. Okay,
Nah,
that's what's
I
up.
was hustling.
That's what's up.
Anytime I went anywhere, like, I would get there on my own money with my niggas. We pay for our own shit.
Okay.
Feel me? The relationship got built off of that. Just being who I am.
Okay. So from there, because I remember when you introduced me to Little Kim, it's crazy. The first time I met her, she was doing a show. You told me to pull up, and y'all was at the hotel room, and they had a lot of seafood in that room.
Right.
So we was actually like in the, I was oh snap, okay, I'm in the room with Little Kim. I'm eating seafood with Little Kim. We was in I forgot which hotel it was off. It was in Raleigh somewhere. Yeah. But so from there, I see that you just elevated from there. It was IRS. You was running around doing shows, and there was one time when I was in New York actually, and you were still out here, and you said, "Yo, Q, I know you in New York right now. Lil' Kim got a couple of shows she's doing in New York. I'm gonna hit you up. You good? Go there. You good?" And I went. They all showed me love. Chris, shout out to Chris, man. Chris,
Facts.
Kim, they all showed me love. I was VIP with them and all of that. So from there is when I knew. I said, "Dang, you know, they got a lot of love for Shineboy." So from there, I noticed, you know, you took it even further and you started pursuing your rap career. And you started putting out a lot of videos. And unfortunately, you got locked up and you were in the feds for a minute.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about what happened with that.
Well, with the Fed shit, I was going to do a show with Lil' Kim. I got a rental car, got 2 outfits, and I probably got like 1,000 copies pressed up of the IRS mixtape.
Okay.
I was on the way up top, and an old friend asked me to pick up $10,000 from a bitch that supposedly got robbed
Okay.
in West Virginia. So I'm going back and forth. You go pick it up. Send your bitch to pick it up. I got to get to New York.
Right, right.
Me being who I am, yo, tell that bitch to be ready, bro. I ain't got time to be playing. When I made that exit off of the fucking highway to go pick this bread up, I walked into a federal investigation.
Wow.
Wasn't my beef at all. Wasn't my beef.
So what, they stopped you in the middle of the road somewhere, off the highway?
So I left North Carolina, and as I left, it was afternoon time, so I was traveling in the night. Got to VA early that AM in the morning sometime. When I got there, this person, so-called, wasn't ready with all of the money, but she's supposed to have it in the morning. So I called this nigga like, "Yo, bro, Shorty ain't ready, man. I ain't got time for none of this shit. You told me she gonna be ready. Yo, hey, can you stay till the morning? Yo, my nigga, I'm not paying for no room. I gotta be in New York by tomorrow night.
Right,
Yo,
right.
she gonna be ready in the morning." I go to the hotel, get the room. I don't get under no covers or none of that shit. I lay across the bed. When I go there, probably about 6:30, 7 in the morning, I'm calling. This nigga not answering the phone. I'm sitting in front of this house. Everything was already being set up to lock whoever come to this house up. Like I said, it wasn't my beef. The setup was for him.
Wow.
Or a nigga set me up. I don't fucking know. But when I went there, motherfucker opened the door. I go in the crib. I get the money. This bitch got a briefcase on her lap. That shit recording me. It's taping me. It's showing everything.
Wow.
They asked me when am I coming back. I don't answer none of that shit. I got all my paper. I got all my documents. I got videos. I got everything. Nothing was about me. Nothing in this case was about me. Case was weak. So once all of the video of me and everything, she gave me the bread. I walks out the door to get in my car. My vibes start fucking with me. So this white dude walks outside and say, "It's gonna rain. It look like it's gonna rain out here." I knew that was a signal. So when I'm backing up, them niggas, West Virginia got hills. So it's like wrapping around like this.
Right.
I see a line of sheriff cars just coming down the hill. A line. Then I see niggas running out from every fucking house in the neighborhood behind.
At that time, I know your heart had to be racing like, wow, like, what did I just get myself into?
My heart wasn't racing, but it was like, what the fuck is going on?
So how much time did you wind up getting for that?
They gave me 37 months.
37 months.
Yeah, so that's 3 years. So Obama, Eric Holder, before they was leaving out of office, it was a law they was trying to pass, which is the 2-level reduction.
Right.
That was giving niggas immediately release that had way more time than that shit was knocking niggas out the door.
Right.
I was locked up with Jesse Jackson Jr.
Wow.
He the one that gave me the paper to sign. They put him in a hole, enticing a riot for giving out these papers. It was confusing.
Yeah.
But y'all put these papers in here.
Right.
So I filled out the paper, and you know, it's niggas that did more time that they faith wasn't there. Like, man, that's just another shit that they saying is gonna happen. That shit, I filled it out.
Right.
So it knocked a couple of months off of my shit too. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
okay.
I wound up doing like 2.5 off of that. I came in a halfway house, they dragged me, and they made me do the rest at the halfway house. And me and Loon, you know what I'm saying? Like with Loon, he got the same
Shout out
shit.
to Loon, man. What up,
You
man?
know what I'm saying? We was in that joint together. Like,
Okay.
that's my man at the end of the day. It's a different story. I hope that's my man. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, like, bro, I'm a nigga that stood on that basketball court ready to go to war with you. You heard? With the Muslim brothers. We never gonna forget that. Not Muslim or none of that, but at the end of the day, this my man. That's how I carry it. So, you know, my man is home doing what he do, but at the end of the day, reach out, bro. You my man, but that's just what it is. When niggas is in that shit together, we come out here and niggas show you different, that shit right there. That's why a lot of pain is inside of my heart, because I'm a loyal nigga.
Well, I think that the game changed, you know.
Yeah.
There's not too many real ones left that are doing real things, and a lot of people get it confused, and they think that being real is because you bust your gun, or anybody could bust a gun and go kill somebody who
Facts.
did that in the streets, right? But to me, being real and being is about being loyal and faithful and understanding and keeping it loyal with your peoples, you know, so not backbiting your peoples, not disrespecting your peoples, not going against your peoples when it's time to go to war. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I know there was a time where it was going crazy. It was a lot of videos. You was, you know, doing the IRS thing with Little Kim, and then I saw, like, I think you came home from prison, and then I didn't see you and Little Kim anymore. I didn't see her promoting you or shouting you out anymore. I didn't know what was going on. And I know I seen Chris at one of the clubs one time. Chris, I fucks with Chris. Shout out to Chris, man.
Yeah,
When he see me, he always show love. But I just know, I noticed that you know, you weren't IRS no more. What happened with that situation?
When you're in prison, bro, this is like this, all right? When you're in prison, which you already understand this.
Right.
When a bunch of people press 5 for you on that jack, that's out the crew, that's moving with, like, Little Kim and shit, motherfuckers is pressing 5.
Right.
You in there like, damn, anytime you got called, you pulled up. And you pulled up, gripped up.
Right.
That was me. I don't care where I went. If I made a call, niggas is coming out.
Right.
That's like New York. The whole Fort Greene projects was in the street, side by side, but that was a phone call to me down here.
Right.
And I shot up there and brung niggas out. Anywhere I was there. So being inside that joint, bro, I kind of was in my body like, damn, I would have took a bullet for Shorty, because it's my man's sister.
Right.
You understand? Like, me and her is the same sign. Her birthday is 11th, mine's the 14th.
Okay.
We done celebrated together. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. I have no hard feelings. So when I came home, it was basically, Puff and them was doing a Bad Boy reunion.
Okay.
At that Barclays shit in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, you know, I came home feeling like I ain't want it, but then my big bro, Bo Jones, like, nah, you know, sis love you.
Right.
Like, go up there, my nigga. Like, she gonna put something in your pocket too, nigga, you home, man, go up there.
Right. As she should.
Then I had my homegirl, Mimi, which is one of Kim's
I remember
closest
Mimi.
friends.
I remember Mimi.
You know what I'm saying?
Mimi was actually at the spot that day too.
Exactly. Salute to Mimi. You feel me? Like, she was another one. Like, bro, you did everything for us when we came to the South.
Right.
Kim love you. Go. So what I did was, I got permission from my PO, and I shot up there. Now we at the concert. I got all access. I'm backstage. I'm with every fucking artist that's out. Puff had everybody in. We had cases of
I
Ciroc,
remember
mad cases. So I'm running around in the back, out in the crowd, back to the back with bottles. The second day, the first show sold out, so they had to do another one. The second day was like, what we doing? Because I'm up here, but it's enough partying. I'm trying to get to it. And I told her, I said, yo, what we doing with IRS? She's like, we gonna talk. I'm like, yo, listen, I need a job or something. I don't give a fuck if I had to carry a bag.
Right.
I wasn't trying to come back out here and go to the streets.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, no responses, no nothing. I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy. I felt like
Right, right,
I'm a phone call and I'm there.
right.
The loyalty out of me.
That's what it is.
You feel me? So I'm feeling like, yo, she should know that she did a bid. So coming home,
Yeah, she sure did.
it's like you saw everything who shitted on you when you did a bid. Woo, woo, woo. You come home, you get around some real shit. I'm just trying to show you this. So anyway, make a long story short, I did a video called Facts.
Yeah, I remember that video.
And
Fire.
the
Fire.
whole crew was reposting it. I'm talking about the team. Lil Kim team was reposting it.
But she didn't.
Down the line, maybe 2 months later or something, she just sent me a message and we was going back and forth like this was my girl. Woo, woo, woo. You a op, you this, you that, you that, woo, woo, woo.
Wait. Slow down, slow down. Hold on. Little Kim sent you a message saying that you were op. What do you think? I mean, why would she say something like that after all that you...
The Facts video, whoever was in her ear to make her think that I was dissing her is a sucker.
When I saw the video, not to cut you off, but when I saw the video, me being a loyal, real dude and knowing what you've been through, I didn't take that as you was dissing her. I just took it as my guy, you know, he went through some things and he's just trying to speak his truth.
That's a fact.
Definitely, I know my brother wouldn't diss Little Kim, somebody that he was being loyal to. So, you know,
hell no.
I know that already. I just wanted to clear that up though,
Yeah,
because I know
facts.
that's not what it was. And right now, this interview is not about us trying to get, you know, none of that. But
this shit
we're just
real.
talking- this is just
Because
real stuff we're talking
when you love somebody and a person might not see that shit, but yo, listen, this is me.
Right.
I ain't like I'm not never dissing you. I'm New York at the end of the day, regardless of what. So being by your side is like I'm no dick rider. I get my own bread.
Right.
I never got nothing from Shorty. This is real talk. Whenever it was time for me to show up and all that, like niggas was paying for everything.
Right.
You feel me? The contract that we had, I didn't get nothing out this contract. I didn't say that. I didn't go up there. I didn't. This shit ain't no fucking clout, nothing. This shit is just all real. What a nigga deserve is what a nigga deserve. But when a nigga don't get what a nigga deserve, you know, when you put that groundwork in with a person, let's go to the studio. Let's do something, man. All I needed from her, so going back to the Fact song, I'm explaining to her about, like, I would have put you on a bigger throne. All that in the beginning, the ass shots and all, that shit wasn't directed for her. So if nigga thought about that,
Right.
then fuck out of here. That shit ain't got nothing to do with you. The part I was talking about was I could have sat you on a bigger throne. Not dissing you, meaning like could have used me and got an extra bag.
Facts.
If I'd have did a video in Harlem with Kim, that shit would have went bananas. And then bringing it down it would have went bananas. That's
me knowing you,
yeah,
and me meeting Little Kim and getting to know her too.
right.
This situation, even speaking about it now, and this is you know long overdue.
Right.
Is there anything or any way that Q Life or anybody can do to at least fix that part of as far as the relationship? Because I know that you're a loyal dude, and I know when you love, and I know that life right now is so messed up. You know, people are being on negative, and people are on demon time. But me, I'm about resolving problems. I want things to be better. I want to put out positive energy. You know, even if I talk to anybody I'm not saying, oh, I want Little Kim to, you know, sign you, none of that. I'm saying the friendship though, is that long gone? Is that lost to where you can't even be friends? Anything that Positive Beats Negative can do, because you know what we about.
I just say this, bro. You know, I'm always had love for Shorty. It's no hard feelings or nothing. You feel me? Her brother, that's my man. At the end of the day, and it's like, yo, I would never violate or disrespect. That's why it's like in the beginning, how can you even took it like I was dissing you? Your brother is my fucking man. So by your brother being my man, I'm not gonna shit on you. You my sis. Whoever might have threw the bullshit up in the air like I diss you. Nah, I'm talking to you. This is my feelings. You're a Cancer also. So you should have understood that. You know what I mean? And just know like, yeah, that nigga he was a loyal dude. Anytime I need him, he pop up. I don't give a fuck what happened with me.
Definitely was. I remember. I remember those days, man.
But fixing it, bro, it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Positive beats negative. At the end of the day, all I can do is send love to her.
No
And
doubt.
just let her know, like,
And
I'm always love you. There ain't no disrespect.
this is part right now of me fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Little Kim. Shout out to the whole family. Shout out to Chris. We love you. There was no harm in that. I know my brother, he didn't mean no harm by that at all. We living in a day of time right now where people we are killing each other. It's bad enough the police are killing us. We fight family against family fighting now. They putting things in our food to kill us. So for us to be beefing with each other or not being loyal to each other, I feel like that's a problem. And PBN Network, we're here to change that. Can't change everything, regardless of your decision, but it's love over here.
Always. Definitely.
So now that we got that out the way, you're a strong person. So you moved on from that, and I see that. And you started doing your own thing, and you started doing promotions and you know, tapping in with Tim Boss and things like that. I see a lot of parties going on, and when I came back down to North Carolina, so for some years, you know, I left. I was back in New York. I was having kids and things like that. And I came back to North Carolina, and I said, oh, shoot, I'm going to North Carolina. Let me call my boy Shineboy Double, see what's going on out there. Matter of fact, and I went to Charlotte first.
Right.
But then I was like, you know what? Let me get to Raleigh, because that's where I know people at. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm connected at. And we ran into each other again, and ever since then, and you told me, one night you called me and said, yo, man, get up out the house, man. Come outside, man. We outside.
Fact.
And you was like, yo, it's a spot called Jonathan's. This dude is from New York. He's good peoples. You told me to come through, and I came through Jonathan's, and I loved it. Shout out to Jonathan. Free Jonathan.
Salute, big bro.
Love you, bro.
Love you. Facts.
And when I met Jonathan, when I seen the club, when I experienced the club, it reminded me of New York, but also a South kick to it, you know, and the vibes was crazy.
Right.
And that, I think the second time I went, you was throwing a party and you had a whole bunch of New York dudes coming through. Shout out to everybody from New York that came through. It's a lot of names, so I don't want to just start naming and I forget a name, but shout out to all of y'all. And they bought 30 to 40 bottles, 50 bottles, 100 bottles maybe.
Oh yeah, nah, that was.
And it showed love, man. It was just crazy.
Listen, real talk. That was niggas from up top. My niggas.
Right.
I'm gonna say my niggas, cause at the end of the day, niggas go through shit and all that. So when niggas reach out like, yo, they want to do shit in the South, niggas got artists up top.
Right.
My phone rung. Okay, Taylor Made. That's one person that's my bro, love to death. Him connecting with the Boss Baby thing and all of that. You know, D.
Shout out to all of them, though.
Yeah,
right
shout out
to all
love.
of them, everybody.
I'm not tripping about none of that shit. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm a man at the end of the day. I don't care about no money. I care about none of that shit. That shit don't make me, it don't break me.
Never did.
I grew up around that shit. I'm my own hustler. I got my own bread. I grew up around millionaires. So no nigga is gonna, cause you got maybe a little bit more money than me, take over ideals and like, you know, you gotta have resources out here.
Right, definitely.
Resources is worth a whole lot. Don't think money is worth, your money will get you around shit, but if you ain't got resources to just walk you through.
Right.
All right, so when the phone call comes through, I make shit happen. Artists come down, shit like that. I get them around the 10 bosses, shit like that. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I ain't get paid for none of that. You heard what I'm saying? This shit off the heart. So when another nigga drop off, and you feel like you put all this groundwork in for other niggas and shit like that, do shit like, cause you ain't doing what the next nigga wants you to do, where you been at, and you making these moves for niggas.
Right.
All right? I come from that era. Today, I try not to think about that. But when you got a loyal nigga that push out so much of his energy, his strength, his resources, and then phone calls. Like I said, going back to these phone calls being made, yo, we need to do this. Nigga, I extended my hand, bro.
And that's something I definitely know about you. I can actually sit here and say that when it's time to extend the hand,
Right.
This brother right here really extends his hand. And I'm talking off of my experience. I could call this man about anything. And when I say anything, anything, and he'll try to make, he might not be the source, but he'll send you to that source and don't ask for a dime. So I know about that. I've called him and said, I could just call him and say, hey, you know who sells liquor bottles for cheap? Who got cars for sale? Yo, I got an artist over here. They want to come to Jonathan. It doesn't matter what I ask them. So that's why I am the way I am with him. You know, but I wanna keep some positive energy, and you know, I wanna keep building on being positive and being great right now, right? So after all of that, Jonathan's, I feel like you kind of brought a lot of things to Jonathan's too, as far as doing the industry Fridays. We had you had people, even like me, come through, and this man paid me to host because he sees that I'm very outspoken and this is what I do. And man, you had Lola Brooks come through, Vado, Jim Jones, a lot of people come through to Jonathan's, and it brought light, more light to Jonathan. Jonathan already had light, but you brought that light. And it was just amazing how just to see somebody from New York, you get the club out here, and just that vibe and that feeling. And I said, you know what? I'm staying out here, and I'm coming to move out here. We're gonna make it shake, man. Right. But what was that like? What made you want to go from? You still was rapping, but then you went into the promotional thing, and you was getting artists out here from New York and all over the world.
So, I'm gonna back up the Lola Brooks and all of that. You know, Tim.
Oh yeah, Tim.
So I'm gonna say
he
with
was
the
always
Jim
part
Jones, another dude with my brother. They all that. We did the video that night. So, I'm gonna say this, Jonathan. This is his words. Yo, you and Tim got niggas.
Well, that's what I meant. You connected it regardless.
Yeah, you and Tim, y'all niggas got niggas talking about Jonathan.
Right.
And this is what Jonathan told me because of niggas start going hard. So I'm looking at this shit like, you know, we go back to Harlem Nights with Sugar and Ray. That's how I was looking at Jonathan. That nigga was motherfucking Richard Pryor, and I was Eddie Murphy in this shit. We was Sugar and Ray. That's what was built.
You got him. Yeah, Will Tracks. Shout out to Will Tracks, man. It just
Diamond,
goes back. Yeah.
You got Diamond from ATL.
Diamond. I
Vado,
was hosting that night. I was hosting for the Vado night.
Peter Guns.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all of those, you know, artists that came through, man.
Like,
yeah, what up, man? We back, man, with my brother Shineboy Double.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, man. I see you. You know, you was doing some promotions with Tim Boss, and you and Tim Boss. Tim Boss had the artists. You had to connect. You was, you know, kicking it with Jonathan and letting him know, you know, my boy Tim Boss could bring some artists through, and he brought a couple of big artists through. So, are y'all still doing that? Are you still promoting right now?
as far as with Tim, that's my bro. At the end of the day, you know, bro been doing. He put his work in. He put his groundwork in.
Yeah, shout out to Tim Boss.
So he's doing what he's doing.
Right, there we go.
With me, you know, I get a lot of like, yo, what's up with bro? What y'all doing? I ain't seen you around. Nah, cause I'm my own man.
Yeah,
Bro, know that. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I might not be one of them other niggas that be around, bro. That's just watching his pockets or, bro, let me get this work. But you know, bro did a lot. He did a lot for me. Did a lot on my bid. When I did my bid, he was a nigga that called my mother.
Oh wow.
And said, go open up a Bank of America account.
Wow.
You heard?
Shout out to Tim Boss.
Yeah, so I didn't ask for that. That's what he did. When I came home from prison, I had a $32,000 check.
Wow.
I put that in his hands. Because that's my loyalty. Like, then they kept it real with me. You know? I put that in his hands and I bought a 550 Benz off of him. You feel me? You know, me and Tim got history. He already know what it is. Before the boss and all of that, bro, I did a lot too, my nigga, for the bro. You feel me?
That's what's up.
You know, no questions asked. Like, salute to him.
So, where are we at now with Industry Fridays? I have a lot of fun hosting Industry Fridays.
Right.
You actually helped me, you know, get my position and my name, you know, out here in Raleigh with doing shows and things like that. And I love Industry Fridays. So what's going on? What's new for Industry Fridays? What we doing? What we doing? When's the next one, man? How's it going?
All right, so with Industry Fridays, bro, you know, we all got a personal life, priorities. You feel me? It's times that I sit back and I be like, I carry so much weight on my shoulders
Right.
as one man, you know. And I had to tell our brother, Cutter this. When I'm
Shout out to Cutter, Crimey
Yeah,
Dealers.
Facts. Shout out to Crimey, Cutter.
Clout.
When I'm pushing this shit, niggas don't know what it take to set this up, to get these artists,
Right.
to reach out. I almost was to the point to like, you know what? I'm going to fall back. Appreciation is everything. Niggas got to understand when you have a platform and you're not charging nobody to come to this platform,
Right.
you feel me? It's a lot of work that comes with just getting you artists. You know,
Right, it definitely is.
We got to get venues, we got to get DJs, we got to pay security, you got to do all this shit. It takes a toll on you when you're dealing with real life situations, your personal life.
Right.
You feel me?
Definitely.
So
I understand that.
my mind state was like, you know what? I'm going to fall back for a minute and get my shit right. So the owners reached out to me, basically. And I was telling them certain things I was dealing with. You know, I got to deal with Mom Duke shit. My mom's dealing with cancer, lost my pop, so it's mad other
Sorry to
shit.
hear that,
You feel
man.
me?
Yeah, R.I.P. Pop Dukes.
Yeah,
I
Pop
was
Dukes.
around for that.
Right. So, you know, basically dealing with mad other shit. It's like, man, listen.
So, you know, I mean, that's understandable, man, because, you know, I lost my mother at 3. I don't know my father. So, you know, things like that is, you know, we have to cherish and value, you know, when we have people in our lives like that. You know what I mean? Men have feelings, and we go through certain things in life that hurt us. But I think that because we're supposed to be the man, that we are not supposed to react like that or feel a certain way or, you know, do certain things that makes us look like we're soft. And some people take kindness for weakness. But I know that when I love, you know, and when I'm happy, you know. So
Right.
we gotta touch on that because I feel like, you know, they talk about what women go through, but what about men? You know, sometimes our back is against the wall and we'll go out there and risk our lives, go out there and hustle and grind to keep the family and the household together. And you know, it gets overlooked. You know.
As far as a woman, if a woman is trying to control a brother that comes from that independent world, it doesn't work like that. When a man start to love a person, a woman, a man start to love, like, you know, this woman might want to marry you the same week that she met you, falling for you like that. But your mind state might not be the same.
Right.
Okay, you know deep down inside you got a good heart, but when that heart grows on a person and you start loving that person, shit like that, you know, certain shit comes with relationships, like I said before. The cheating process and all that, they said that's in a man's nature to breed and to have multiple women. You know, everybody have their opinion, but when a man just like try to block all of that shit and deal with one, and this one might not really get it, how this man is day by day starting to grow with her and love and love and love and love, till he gets to a point he cut a lot of shit out that he used to do.
Right.
And now it's like the shit he used to do that brung this, brung that, brung that, brung that. Now he's going to get jobs, he's doing this, he's doing that. He's trying to chill. He dealt with the little, the cheating shit and all. He dealt with all that. This is a shit experience for me. You know what I'm saying? The shit I dealt with. But if I love a motherfucker, I love him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
There's
man,
no question.
we love unconditionally.
Right.
Man. I think, you know, some people don't understand that men, when we love, we really love, and
Facts.
you know, when we got something going on with whoever we love, and I'm not just talking about relationships, I'm talking about friendships, mothers, fathers, aunts, cousins. You know, if I love you, I love you. If I love you and I'm telling you I love you, and I'm at the top, right? I'm in a position of power, and I'm in a position of where my finances is good. I can't say I love you and then I see you sitting here and you're a bum in the street.
Facts.
See, some people get love twisted. There's no way you love somebody and then you're in a position to help that person that you're saying you love and you don't. That means you don't love that person.
Nah, that's a fact. And like with me, I don't want no lady looking or just thinking about worrying about finances. This world is so twisted, bro. Social media got it twisted. If you look now, they got this dating shit. What women first dates, they won't go here, they won't go here, they won't. All this shit is just fucked up everything. Right, you know, when you got older people, like, none of this shit, we loved each other back then. You know, you got relationships, the moms and the pops from back in those days that still together.
First date, like going to the movies and doing this and doing that and just showing the love and the loyalty and not giving up on each other and things like that.
When you in a relationship, best thing to do is, like, if you need to console into like somebody because y'all going through some shit, try to do that with somebody that's positive. When you do it with a motherfucker that's fuck that bitch or fuck that nigga, girl, you don't need him and this and that, a lot of times that's the person that don't have a relationship or they miserable going through some shit.
You going through
and
some
they
shit.
in their relationship, they be miserable. What y'all go through is what y'all go through. Y'all keep that in your household. Get through that shit and move on. But everybody not like that. So when you have a heart and you love somebody and somebody just ghosts you, they just disappear on you.
I mean, I don't feel, honestly speaking, I don't feel that person never really loves you. If they could just ghost you for something that could have been fixed, then I feel like there was really no real love. I mean, or they probably felt like they loved you, but like I said, people don't understand the meaning of real love. You know what I'm saying? And even let's even talk about even with family and friends and homies. Like in the Bible, it says that in the end of the world, like family, gang members, everybody gonna be fighting against each other, and that's the narrative that I'm trying to change. I don't want, if me and you are homies. Look, me and you are homies, right?
Yeah.
We knew each other 20 years and better. How many times did we have an argument?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it can happen. Me and this man never really, we debated before, but we never had an argument. We never cursed each other out. We never did none of that. 20 years and better.
Right.
What does that tell you? That's a prime example of, that means he's real and he's loyal. It gotta mean that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that just because there's people out there that you might have argued with don't mean that person ain't loyal, but I'm saying the perfect definition of a homie and being loyal is that we could disagree on something, but it don't never have to go to nothing else. So, you know, just speaking about just period life, you know, the world, man, we go through things and just people don't understand that when you gotta go through something to get through something.
Right.
And we're both at a time in our lives where, you know, we done went through things. Now I'm good. I'm happy and everything. You know what I'm saying? But there's times where, you know, there's people that are not happy right now. There's people that are going through things like yourself. But one thing about it is standing strong, standing on your own too, and being the backbone. And you there, you there for everybody, bro. You're there for your mother. You're there for everybody. And you know, these are things that us as a people, as our culture, we have to start getting used to. Instead of getting used to the devilish things and demon time and family fighting against each other and relationships not working, we have to get into the deeper topic, which is loyalty, love, cherishing things. We have to bring that back. You know what I mean? And that's with that. So with that being said, any last words you want to say? You know, if you want to shout anybody out, man, this is your time. We here, PBN Network.
I'm going to say this, man. Listen, stay positive, and I'm going to speak for the men out there, right? If you're going through anything, never be scared to let that shit out. You feel me? You don't have to act tough. You don't have to be macho. Fuck that. If you got pain inside of you, let that shit out. You dig? Whatever you dealing with. That's what I said in my last post on my IG. We all dealing with something. You feel me? If you love somebody, you love them, then that's what it is. You don't have to be scared. Don't hold that shit in. If you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. Whatever you going through out there, man, get that shit out your system, because when you hold it in, you explode. You feel me? Salute to everybody that's out here doing what they do. The artists, salute to everybody that's behind that wall. Salute to everybody that's positive. Fuck you motherfuckers that's negative and shit on niggas behind their back and all that. You niggas are scared to just confront niggas and say what you need to say. See, this is totally different with me, all right? Loyalty is one, okay? I don't think about the royalty. I let that just come when it comes. That's God that's gonna give me that, you feel me? You niggas do shit for that royalty. You niggas break your neck, you shit on niggas. Like females, you might think that this nigga, like, who made the song? Green on the other side, the grass green on the other side? All right, you're gonna understand, man. But when you got a real loyal person in your corner, try not to shit on them. Because when you never know, you might break down somewhere, you might get shot somewhere. Anything can happen to you and nobody answering that phone, but now you scared to hit that number for that one loyal nigga that you know will come outside for you. So think twice, man, before you shit on motherfuckers, man. Because you never know. And that's the perfect word. Don't say never, because you never know. Don't say I'm never gonna be this, I'm never gonna be broke, you never know, man.
Well, guess what? PBN Network.
Facts.
We in the building. We never letting up, we never giving up. Now, you can use that word never in that sense.
Facts.
But in another sense, you can't use it. Like my boy Shineboy Double said, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you are here now with PBN Network, Positive Beats Negative. It's your boy Q Life. Grind time, no demon time. Shout out to my brother Mo Knowledge. And y'all know his slogan, knock, knock, who's there? Custodial maintenance, that. I'm going to let y'all say the rest. But love y'all. Salute. Stay positive. Stay blessed. We are here, man. Grind time, no demon time. New York to North Carolina, we here. Yeah.
You already know, Bull City,
Free,
Raleigh,
hey, look,
Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens.
free Jonathans, man.
Free Jonathans.
Free all my homies. I love y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. And where we at right now?
We in Raleigh.
We in Raleigh.
Geneva's. Bar, you heard?
Yes.
Capitol
Geneva's
Boulevard,
Hand Bar, Capitol Boulevard, pull up. If you need your hair done, if you need spa, whatever. Listen, they got the barbershop for all of massages. If you know how to cut hair, this is the place to be.
Tap in.
Yeah, tap in.